is truth? What are your beliefs? Are they rational? These two questions are examined and put to the test. Christian doctrine, Christian beliefs, examined and answered. One purpose, one goal. Operation Apologetics. Hey guys, welcome back. And I know the title sounds like the beginning of a bad joke, right? But let's play a little game, okay? And the question is this: if an atheist and a Muslim walk into a bar, what do they have in common? Well, here's the first clue.
The fact that the Bible was written by people who didn't know that I don't feel like it was divinely inspired. The details of this was completely shocking to me. I felt pissed. I felt like I had been tricked my whole life.
And here's clue number 2.
Almost all scholars are unanimous on this point, that majority of the corruptions made in the New Testament manuscripts were made before the year 200.
All right, you've got 5 seconds and the clock starts now. What is the belief that the Bible is man-made, corrupted, and or full of lies? That is correct. And as the only contestant of this game show, you are the winner. Seriously, and it's because of this false belief that I decided to make this video and share with you guys why we can actually take the Bible to be reliable. First, I believe the Bible is a collection of historical documents, and they should be looked at as such. The question is then, how do we know that these historical documents are in fact reliable? Well, there's 3 tests that historians and archaeologists use to determine the reliability of a historical document. The first would be an internal evidence test, the second would be external evidence test, and the third is the bibliographical test. And that's the one we're going to be looking at. The bibliographical test is simply examining the manuscripts to determine its reliability. So scholars believe that the more the manuscripts and the earlier the dating of those manuscripts, the better it is to determine reliability. Well, let's try this on for size. Conservative scholars believe that the 4 Gospels were completed by 100 AD, and the earliest known fragment or entire copy of manuscripts that we have today is dated to be about 130 AD. This means that the gap between the completion of the Gospels to the earliest known copy of the Gospels is no more than 30 years. In addition to being no more than 3 decades from the completion of the Gospels to the earliest known copy, scholars have numbered the manuscripts of the New Testament to be well over 5,500. Now let's compare these 2 facts with some other work of antiquity, okay? And remember, scholars believe that the earlier the dating and the more the manuscripts, the stronger the evidence for reliability. So let's consider the work of Plato, okay? You know Plato, right? No, not that Plato, the other, that one. Plato lived in the 5th to 4th century BC. He wrote several philosophical dialogues, and for centuries the earliest known manuscripts, whether in whole or in fragments, dated to about the 9th century AD. That's a time span of about 1,200 years from completion to the earliest known manuscript. And today there is currently little over 200 copies of Plato's work. So let's slow down here and look at this side by side. We have the earliest known copy of the Gospels within 30 years of its completion, and the earliest known copy of Plato is dated 1,200 years after its completion. We have over 5,500 manuscripts of the New Testament, and there's approximately 200 plus copies of Plato. While both of these are historical documents, it seems that the manuscript evidence for the New Testament far exceeds the manuscript evidence of the work of Plato. So why is it that when discussing the work of Plato and its reliability, no one bats an eye, but when discussing the reliability of the Bible, all of a sudden everyone goes blind to the facts?
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
So it seems that the New Testament is not only early, but also many in number. And okay, I know, my Muslim friends are probably thinking, but wait a second. You might have thousands of manuscripts, but they've all been corrupted, they've been changed. Okay, well, let's entertain that idea. But we'll start with the facts. The Bible consists of over 1,500 years of content. It's written by over 40 different authors, and most of whom never even met each other, spread over multiple different continents, all forming one coherent story. So if it is true that the Bible has been changed and or corrupted, that means someone or some group of people would have had to search out and find all of the thousands of manuscripts, okay, change them all, not leave a shred of evidence of those changes, and then they'd have to go put them back where they found them or stole them, and then never tell anyone about it. And that's not it. What about the manuscripts in different languages? So that means that person or group of people would have had to search out and find all of the Coptic, the Syriac, the Latin translations. They'd have to learn all of those language so that they can change all of those manuscripts to fit exactly what they changed in the other manuscripts, and then they'd have to put them back where they found them or stole them, not leave a shred of evidence of what they did, and then never tell anyone about it. Okay? Oh, and there's more. According to Bruce Metzger, who was a biblical scholar, he says that 90% of the New Testament can be reproduced just by using the early writings of the church fathers. Okay? So that means that person or group of people would have had to search out and find all of the writings from the early church fathers, change all of those manuscripts to fit all of the other forgeries from the other ones they changed, never leave a trace, never tell anyone about it, and never get caught, while putting them back where they found them and stole them. Although the probability of that happening isn't necessarily zero, it's gotta be somewhere close to about 0.0000000000001%.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, sure. So it seems that based on the bibliographical test, the Bible passes with a A+? I don't know, how would you rate it? Hey guys, look, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, don't forget to click the bell. See ya.